From Connellsville, the 55 of Curtis Stewart Jr. He hails from North Huntington. The 19 is Joe Frajanic out of Charleroi. The 02 of Dan Lewis from Monongahela. The 51 is Dave Mans from White Oak, and the green is out, and we're racing. It's Adam Kostelnik with the lead, and Greg Kelly second. Kelly is the points leader. Greg has, I believe, just one win this year, but he's been very consistent. And he's been able to make it to the finish most nights. That's the key. The Froggy FM, Larry Lind, or excuse me, Stan's Transmission 60 of Adam Kostelnik ahead of the Kessler Lumber. Fayette Forest Products, number 36. Chris Kossel, the Brooks Automotive Group, Bob Bongel's Car Care at 32 is a close third. The rookie driver, Dan Lewis in the 02 fourth. Kossel now trying to get to second, almost spun to the inside, now spins toward the outside, and the 19 of Joe Frajanic didn't know where to go. He was going to go right, he was going to go left, he was going to go right, and he ended up going left. But Green is back out. Kostelnik in front, Kelly second, Lewis third, Curtis Stewart Jr. fourth, and Chris Kossel in the 32 runs fifth. Pretty sideways in the middle of turn 3 and 4. Adam trying to hold on here. Greg Kelly putting the pressure on in the 36. Trying the outside in the 02. We've got 2 laps to go. Still Kostelnik, Kelly, and Lewis. Curtis Stewart fourth and Chris Kossel fifth. White flag signaling to the drivers, 1 lap. Kelly now to the inside of Kostelnik. And the drag race is on into turn number 1. Kelly will take the lead into 36. Dan Lewis in the 02 moving to second. Adam Kostelnik drops to third. Out of Connellsville in the number 36 truck. Checkered flag for Greg Kelly. Dan Lewis second. Adam Kostelnik third. Curtis Stewart fourth and Chris Kossel fifth. Joe Frajanic in the 19. Spinning around over in turn 2 and unable to make it to the finish. In the 30, that is Jim Bryce from McKeesport. In the 14 from Hunker, Paul Milowicki. Dave Barrow in the 69 and Marion Reno Jr. in the 8 bring the field off the 4th turn, and the green is out. By half a truck length in front into 3. Merrill pulls alongside now. Robbie Young a close third. As they leave turn 4, it's Dave Barrow in front. Reno on the outside trying to pull back even down the back straightaway. With that rain today, all the rubber apparently washed off the racetrack. There's a lot of slipping and sliding out there here in the early going. The more rubber that's put down, the stickier the surface gets. Right now it's what they refer to as a green racetrack. There haven't been that many laps run on it tonight. Marion Reno edging ahead. even again, but Reno able to get on the gas pedal quicker in turn 2, and he'll exit the second turn now with the lead. Dave Burnell in the 0, trying to work the inside of Dustin Blank in the 4. As we're past halfway, 4 laps down and 4 to go. Caution on the front straightaway for the 30 of Jim Bryce and the 4 of Dustin Blank. Last minutes from here. That's the Caddyshack Family Fun Park on Route 31 just east of Donegal. Green is back out. Leo Germack, heating and cooling aid of Marion Reno Jr. continues to set the pace. One lap to the finish. Number 8 from Pitcairn, Marion Reno Jr. is your heat race winner. Dave Barrows second, Robbie Young third, Dave Burnell fourth, and the drag race for fifth will go to the 90 of Bill Wintruba. Portview, 61, Larry Bahana from Monongahela. The 33 is John Komarinsky from Greensburg. The 11 of Bobby Henry from Connellsville, making his first start at Motordrome this season. As is Bobby Myers in the 63, and the 44 is Donnie Potts from Artemis. Bobby Henry with a new motor in the 11 car, and apparently wanting to check it out tonight just to make sure it's all right before he runs tomorrow night. The green is out. Messenger with the lead. Tommy Beck to the low side of Messenger into turn 3. Larry Lind Flooring and Carpeting. Froggy FM 60 of Tommy Beck with the lead. Messenger second. The Tom Beck is 61, driven by Larry Bahana is third. Then it's the Rolling Rock 33 of John Komarinsky. And the Blue Flame Restaurant 43 of Mike Adams. Able to move up to third. Larry Bahana fourth and Mike Adams fifth. Bobby Henry on sixth in car 11. Tommy Beck, your early leader last week in the Tom Clark 150. Mechanical problems sent him to the pits in the first part of that race. Trying to have better luck tonight. Leads by half a straightaway over John Messenger, the Clarksburg, West Virginia driver, running strong in the 51. 4 laps to go. to go for Tommy Beck. Flooring and Carpeting 60 of Tommy Beck takes the win. John Messenger second, John Komarinsky third, Larry Bahano fourth, and Mike Adams fifth. Bobby Henry, the 11, will finish sixth. Cream, one of the sponsors of Market Tones, number 31. Brown in the 98, 96 Mark Poole, 25 Miller, 31 Catone, 95 Wiltrout, 5 Pilla, and the 80 of Durantz. Green is out. In front, the battle for second. Whoa, Miller sideways in the 25, and a handful more coming off the fourth turn. The Silver Bullet, the Coors Light 98 of Brown in front, the Valvoline. Brooks Automotive 25 of Miller to second. The Howard Concrete Pumping 96 of Poole is third. The Migan Ford 95 of Gary Wiltrow motoring by the Edie's Ice Cream 31 of Market Tone for fourth. Tightening up for second. Miller the 25, Poole the 96, Wiltrout in the 95, all running together. Halfway, the cross flag signaling to the drivers. 5 laps down and 5 to go. To go. Wiltrow trying to put a little pressure on Miller for second down the back chute into turn 3. Neil Brown continues to lead. The Stone & Company. Specklin Emergency Vehicles 95 of Gary Wiltrow now into second. Victor Ratz pitting in the number 80. Mark Poole now trying to pass Miller for third. Miller dropping back to fourth. Into 3 and 4, coming to the checkered flag. It's going to be Neil Brown taking the win. Gary Wiltrout second, Mark Poole third, Rick Miller fourth, and Mark Catone fifth. In-car third. Eight laps the distance for your Subway Street Stocks. Starter Denny Carson waves the green flag, and we're racing. It's a scramble down the back straightaway. The Bobby's Lounge 44, Mark Boom Boom Bloom is your leader. Sean Rick in the 44 second. Rich Nicola in the 34 now trying to work the low side of the 44, Sean Rick. He moves the Ford into second. Todd Knight trying to follow him through in the 70 car to third. Frank Turek coming along for the ride as well in the 5. He moves up to fourth. Now Todd Knight trying to take second away from Rich Nicola. Bobby's Lounge 40 of Mark Boom Boom Bloom. Second time he's been out this year, running a partial schedule in 2003, your leader. Knight to second, Rich Nicola third, and Frank Turek fourth. Turek now to the inside of Rich Nicola, trying to pick up third. He'll make the pass. Past the halfway mark, Todd Knight closing in on race leader Mark Boom Boom Bloom. Still Boom Boom in front, but Todd Knight looks to his low side down the back straightaway. And there he goes, taking the lead. The Stans Transmissions, TJK Enterprises 70. Bloom second, Frank Turek now trying to pass him for second. Boom Boom's teammate Rich Nicola to the 34 joining the mix as well. And Robin Rimmel is now fifth in the 22. You got your top 4 drivers in the point standings, the Subway Street Stock point standings, all in this race. Todd Knight, Frank Turek, Rich Nicola, and Robin Rimmel. Coming to the checkered flag in the 70 from Monroeville, Todd Knight wins it. Frank Turek second, Rich Nicola third, Boom Boom Bloom fourth, and Robin Rimmel fifth. Subway is the 4 is Vince Cater from New Salem. 45, Donnie Blank Jr. out of Pittsburgh. 71, Tom Knight Sr. 64 is Bill Henry. The 03 is Sean Zeiler. 35 is Bill Ashton. And the 7 of Garrett Hoos. Green is out again. Holder, your leader. Look out, we got a couple of cars together here off of 4. Bill Ashton straightens around the 35. Donnie Blank Jr. is your leader now. In the Pleasant Bar 45, Donnie had a scary moment during fast laps together with one of the other cars. I believe it was the 15 of Jonathan Heilman here on the front straightaway, but Blank Jr. has the lead. Does he still have it? Here comes Jason Holder in the 74. 71, Tom Knight Sr. 4, Vince Cater. Halfway. Still Donnie Blank, but Tom Knight Sr., his son, Tom Jr., won the last heat race. Trying to follow him into the winner's circle here in the 71. Look at this, 3 wide. Scramble off of 4, it's Knight in front. Now they're 3 wide for second. Vince Cater, Donnie Blank, and Jason Holder using up the bottom and middle grooves of the speedway. Now they single file it down the back chute. Two laps to the finish, 2 to go. Vince Cater in the 4, challenging Tom Knight for the lead, but it's Knight Sr. trying to do what his son Knight Jr. did on the last heat, and that's get the win. Bill Ashton now, who had dropped way back earlier to 35, challenging for 4th. Checkered flag for Tom Knight Sr. Vince Cater 2nd, Donnie Blank 3rd, Jason Holder 4th, and Bill Ashton 5th. Sales Mike Bacalon in the 48 car, also from North for sales. 45, Bernie McQuillan from Pittsburgh. Georgie Nicola in the 97 out of Pittsburgh, and the 49 is Jim Webb from Monongahela. Laps for the Sheets Modifieds. And we're racing. Benz is your early leader here in the number 60 car, the Stans Transmissions Froggy FM 60. Mike Bacalon in the 48, Jim Nicole in the 5, racing for 2nd. Transmissions, Luzader Auto Service 60 of Bobby Benz in front of Mike Bacalon's 48. Georgie Nicola to 3rd now. His uncle Jim is running 4th in the 5. Then it's Bernie McQuillan in the 45. Brian Stevenson 77 in the 49 of Jim Webb. Halfway, 4 laps to go. 4 down and 4 to go. Benz by car length over Mike Bacalon. Bacalon trying it on the outside here, trying to carry some momentum. Still Benz, Bacalon, Georgie Nicola, and Jim Nicola with 1 lap remaining. Off the 4th turn, checkered flag waving for Bob Benz Jr. Bacalon 2nd. Georgie Nicola 3rd, Jim Nicola 4th, and Bernie McQuillan complete your top 5. 7 in the last race. Charger heats are coming up next. Green is out. Smith. Car number 31, the Armory Locksmith, S&S Auto Body Special, trying to hold off the 37, the Sullivan Chevy 37 of Paul Urso. On last week's feature winner, the Swissville Music 16 of Gary Scott is third. The 32 is fourth, the 6 of Tommy Benz is fifth. Things are getting crowded out in front. Matt Smith trying to hold off Paul Urso, and now Gary Scott too. 4 laps from the finish, halfway, 4 down and 4 to go. Laps to go. Good race for first and a good race for fourth, fifth, and sixth. We've got 2 3-car battles out on the racetrack. Tommy Benson, the 6 now, trying to move up to fourth. He works underneath the 32 of Matt Panay. Final lap. It's Smith in front, Urso second, and Scott third. Benz now fourth. George Tinacola, the 15, is fourth, and Matt Panay is off the pace. George T moves to fifth. Matt Panay slowing down in the 32. Now he's back in the gas. Here they come one more time off that fourth turn. Checkered flag waving for the nuclear banana, Matt Smith. Urso and Scott a close second and third. Benz fourth, and George Tinacola fifth. Racewear, souvenirs, and novelties. Driver autograph time will come up after the late model feature, once we get all the cars lined up on the front straightaway. And the green is out for your Chargers. Three John Castor, 1 Tracy Keller. Second, Bob Shipp, last week's feature winner of the 04. He'll be scored in third. Cliff Abbott in the 51, fourth, and Dave McManus in the 17. Into 3, your leader Bob Shipp trying to make the pass for second. Shipp to second, Keller is third, Dave McManus fourth. Whoa, Shipp got a little sideways and Tracy Keller helped him get out of the way there in turn 1. For the white flag, which means 1 more lap to go. Smith and zone John Castor out in front, and this Sure Auto Detailing 3. Keller in the 1 second, Dave McManus third, Bob Ship fourth, and then it's Cliff Abbott in the 51. John Castor gets the heat race win in your Motordrome Chargers. Jimmy Stokes from West Newton, the 9 of Rick Broadwater from Trafford, 50 Jeff Giles from Vanderbilt, 78 is Mike Holt from Uniontown, and the 4 is your leading winner in the Chargers this year, Mike Lemley from Dawson. To their customers, Henschel's & Sons Automotive Parts Warehouse. Glad to have you with them here tonight at MOTORDROME Speedway. Chantal. Who originally started 6th, is already the 2nd. Skirmack in front. Chantel trying to hold off Mike Lemley. Jeff Giles 3rd. Jimmy Stokes 4th. Rick Broadwater 5th. Continues for the lead down the back straightaway. Chantel Germack in the 24, Mike Lemley in the 4. Jimmy Stokes in the 95 is 3rd, and it's the 9 of Rick Broadwater in the 50 of Jeff Giles. Chrysler Jeep Pro Truck feature is next. Mike Lemley started last and will finish first out of Dawson in the Sechrist You Pull It Bob Costles You Pull It checkered flag sports bar number 4. Chantel Germack 2nd. Jimmy Stokes, Rick Broadwater, and Jeff Giles are next in line. We are ready to go. Feature racing. Falcone's Chrysler Jeep Pro Truck 20 lap 32 out of Connellsville. The 8's Marion Reno Jr. He's from Pitcairn. Dan Lewis drives the 02 truck. Dan Hales from Monongahela. The 60 of Adam Kostelnik out of North Braddock. The 3 of Robbie Young from Reelton. The 90 of Bill Wintruba from Munhall. The 0 of Dave Burnell from Greensburg. Curtis Stewart Jr. in the 55 from North Huntington. Points leader Greg Kelly in the 36 from Connellsville. Dave Merrill in the 69 from Munhall. From Wall. The 19 of Joe Frajanic from Charleroi. The 30 is Jim Bryce from McKeesport. Paul Milowicki in the 14 from Hunker. The 4 of Dustin Blank from Butler, and the 51 of Dave Mans out of White Oak. for the Falcones Chrysler Jeep Pro Trucks on Henschel & Sons night. The Davies Ford Mustang is pit bound, and your Pro Truck feature is underway. Chris Kossel has the lead as they head down the back straightaway. Marion Reno, look out. Bill Wintruba in the 90 slowing down, and Curtis Stewart in the 55 does a 360, keeps it going, and we're still racing. Little Joey Chitwood thrill show on the back chute. Little Nature's 55 of Curtis Stewart Jr. did a complete donut. Out in front, it's Chris Kossel, Reno second. Adam Kostelnik, who led much of the way last week, is third. Dan Lewis fourth, and Robbie Young, Dave Burnell, and Greg Kelly. Chris Kossel out in front, Marion Reno applying the pressure. They've had a lot of work to do on the E-Truck after another wreck here a week ago. It's not been the best of seasons for the 8 team. Marion does have a couple of wins. Chris Kossel, the rookie in the Pro Truck division. It's a truck that he's just debuted here the past couple of weeks. This is a former late model chassis. You can see how low the chassis is. The roof propped up above it. The front two have checked out. It's still Kossel in front. Reno right there nipping at his heels. Lewis third. Robbie Young fourth. Dave Burnell moves to fifth now in the 0. Adam Kostelnik dropping back in the 60 truck. Jim Bryce will motor by in the number 30. 5 laps down and 15 to go. Still Chris Kossel. Dave Burnell, who was running fifth, spins around. Wow, Dave Barrow just got by in the 69. Caution. Off we go again. Chris Kossel leads the field off of 4. Reno again to the inside, trying to make a bid for the lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Kossel not taking it in the turn real hard, trying to maintain that line. They're ganged up behind him now, wheel to wheel. Kossel trying to protect the inside. Marion Reno doing all that he can do to avoid getting into him too hard in that left rear quarter panel. Now Dan Lewis in the 02 on the outside. Again alongside the 8 of Marion Reno. 12 laps to go. This looks like a repeat of last week. The leader may not be the fastest truck. He's doing all he can to protect that lead, Chris Kossel. Last week it was Adam Kostelnik up in the front in the middle stages. Reno with another run off the low side, able to get alongside the quarter panel, now alongside the door, and he may be going by this time. Yes, he is. There he goes, the El Germac Heating and Cooling 8 of Marion Reno Jr. Able to take the lead now. Dave Barrow tries to make it work on the outside of the 69. He's trying to take 6th away from the 30 of Jim Bryce. Dan Lewis, who was up as high as 3rd in the 02, now trying to hold off the 36 of Greg Kelly for 4th. Joe Furjanic in the 19 has glanced off the wall. Joe may have to go into the pits. He's got some sheet metal hanging loose on the back of that truck. Reno slipped coming off the second turn that time. Here comes Furjanic to the pits, and Kossel right there closed that gap just like that. Oh, Jim Bryce in the 30 spins in front of Dave Barrow's 69. The 4 of Dustin Blank left parked up there. 9 laps to go. We're past the halfway mark. And we're back racing. The green is out. still second. Robbie Young in the Irwin RB3 is right there in third. Uh-oh, Paul Milowicki, the Hunker Hornet, goes up in smoke down the back chute. Into 3, moves to second. Greg Kelly to 36 is third. Something appears to be wrong with the 32 of Chris Kossel. He restarted in second, and he finds himself all the way back now to 7th. Kelly trying to work over the 3 of Robbie Young, but it's still the Irwin RB3 second. Everyone well behind the 8 of Marion Reno Jr., the Tom Clark Chevy, Pizza and Gyro Express, El Germac Heating and Cooling Chevrolet. Robbie Young's got his right front fender loose in the 3 truck. The right front fender on the 3 of Robbie Young is flapping in the breeze. To go. Joe Furjanic in the pits of the 19. Jim Bryce pitting in truck 30. Just 2.5 laps from his third win of the year. Robbie Young still second. Points leader Greg Kelly third. Dan Lewis in the 0-2 fourth, and Dave Burnell, who was in the top 5 earlier, has worked his way back up there again in the 0 truck. To go. Marion Reno Jr., one opening day, also one on June 27th. And on Henschel and Sons night, he will win his third feature of 2003. It'll be Robbie Young second, Greg Kelly third, Dan Lewis fourth, and Dave Burnell fifth. Get your 50-50 tickets ready. Smith and Fire Department guys are making their way down on the front straightaway, and we'll pull the winning hard charger in that feature event. Greg Kelly in the 36 truck, your Valvoline hard charger, who'll pick up a case of Valvoline, as all of our hard chargers do in all of our features. The driver improving the most positions from the start to the finish. How about a nice hand, folks, from Marion Reno Jr.
Fans, we're down with Marion Reno, and Marion, the beginning of the race there, you and Chris Kossel were running pretty good, and you used a lot of patience there on the rookie driver there. I mean, I was impressed with the patience that you used there, and I think you knew you could kind of get around him anyway. You were just waiting for him to slip up.
Yeah, I didn't want to press the issue. Plus, I figured if we start running side by side, those guys behind us, see if we get a little closer. So I tried to get a little lead and just wait for him to slip up a little bit, and he didn't. I got underneath him.
You know, I know you want to thank your crew. There's many nights this year, uncharacteristically, that this thing's been taken home in a bucket, and they've been really doing some hard work for you.
Yeah, all my guys, last Friday when we left here, I didn't even want to fix the thing. I just told them to leave it alone. And hey, we're back down to shop 7 o'clock in the morning. We made up Jennerstown. We didn't run very good, but we were there. I got to thank all my guys for working hard. And Peanuts, he put in a lot of effort this week to get us straightened out.
You know, as you said, you showed up at Jennerstown late. You know, didn't get much track time. The thing wasn't right. But when you come out tonight, you know, when they put that much work into it, it kind of makes you want to win just for them.
Definitely. I knew when we got first practice we were pretty good. We're just a little bit loose tonight. We haven't been loose all year, so we'll have to go work on that a little bit, and we'll see what happens.
All right, let's talk about the sponsors and anybody else you need to thank.
I got to thank El Germac Heating and Cooling, Tom Clark Chevrolet, Gale Trailer Sales, Hallmark Trailers, 10 Graphics, Pizza and Gyro Express, Twin Oaks Lounge, IES Air Supply, Multi-Mall Tires, Grayson Construction, everybody. I probably forgot somebody. AdMax Lubricants, Advanced Automotive. Without our horsepower, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing either. And all my guys for the extra effort this season.
Thanks, fans. Thanks,
fans, for coming out on a semi-decent night tonight, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, third one of the year for Marion Reno Jr. Going to have Chantel pull our
Lights are on the Davies Ford Mustang. We're ready to rock your world. The Falcones Dodge late models. 40 laps. Is your leader in the 31 car, and then it's not going to last. We're going to caution 34 Mike Adams into the Jersey barrier, and we got another spin up in 3 and 4. The 5 of Sean Pilla, the 80 of Nick Durantz. Let's try this one again. Mac millwork, D&L pressure washing. 43. The Market Zone and Sean Pilla bring to field off the 4th turn another time, and the green is out. Down the back straightaway, it's Gatone in front. Komarinsky moves to second. Mark Poole, the 96, right there. Here comes Neil Brown in the 98. Komarinsky moves high in turns 1 and 2 in the Rolling Rock 33. Neil Brown moving up to second in car 98. It's the Edie's Ice Cream 31 of Market Zone in front. Brown second. Gary Wiltrout and Mark Poole battle for third. Rick Miller is fifth. Tommy Beck sixth. The Coors Light 98 of Neil Brown going for the lead, and he'll get that lead in the middle of 1 and 2. Gary Wiltrout trying to follow him under Catone for second. Now look at Miller. He's already to third. And Catone will end up fourth. Tommy Beck in the 60 trying to take fifth away from Mark Poole in car 96. Back to the inside of Gatone. As Brown leads by 2 car lengths over Wiltrout. Car about to get lapped here. Donnie Potts was running up in the middle groove. He's being moved to the inside of the racetrack as your leaders come by. Rieno in front, Will Trout second, Miller third, Beck fourth, Catone trying to hold on to fifth. Fuzzy Olinger out on the front straightaway while the cars are going. Gets that piece of aluminum and the race continues. Bobby Henry spins a car up in turn 4. Caution is out. Green is out. Neil Brown trying to keep the 98 the silver bullet, although it's sort of white right now. The white Coors Light 98 in front here. Neil's got a couple of wins on the year and is the leading winner up at the Jennerstown Speedway. Will Trout second, Miller third, Beck fourth, Catone fifth. Able to draw any closer. In fact, Neil might be opening up a little daylight, especially exiting the turns. Mark Poole, the 96, trying to pass the 31 of Mark Catone for fifth. Meantime, Larry Bahana in the 61 to the outside of John Messenger's 51 as Bobby Henry pits in car number 11. Pulling away. A couple of more car lengths the last few laps between he and the second place car of Gary Wiltrout. Rick Miller still third, Tommy Beck fourth. The race for fifth between Mark Catone and Mark Poole. Continues between Larry Bahana in the 61 and John Messenger in the 51. In the back half of the top 10. Halfway this time by, 20 more laps to go. lapping a slower car, had lost a few car lengths to the second place car of Gary Wiltrout, but now he's extended that lead back to where it was as Bobby Henry pits again in car number 11. To go. This time by, 10 to go. It's been the Neil Brown Show. Wiltrout second, Rick Miller third. Tommy Beck fourth, Mark Catone is fifth. Mark Poole sixth. Sean Pill is seventh, John Messenger is eighth. Running ninth, still on the lead lap, will be the 61 of Larry Bahana. Trying to put a little pressure on the second place car of Gary Wiltrout. They lapped the 63 of Bobby Myers, but it's still Wiltrout by about 3 car lengths over Miller, and Brown continues to run that steady pace of the 98. Beck is back a straightaway in fourth, Catone fifth, and Poole sixth. Neil purchased off of Bob Sprout Castle. This is the same car that Sprout ran earlier in the year in the late models. He ran it for the first time last Friday and certainly has it dialed in here tonight. 4 laps from the finish. Some lap traffic ahead. Larry Bahana, the 61, trying to stay on the lead lap. He runs 9th. Closing in a bit as they lap the 61 of Bahana. 2 laps to the finish. Rick Miller not far behind in third. Once they get into clear racetrack, Brown's been able to pull away. Ever so slowly, but surely. One lap to go. Neil Brown looking for win number 3 in 2003. Marion Reno got his third win of the year in the Pro Trucks earlier tonight. And Neil looks like he will do the same here in the Falcones Dodge late models. Threes are wild so far tonight. It's Neil Brown in the 98 picking up the Falcones Dodge late model win on Henschel & Sons Auto Parts Nights. Hand, folks. Third win of the year on Henschel & Sons Auto Parts Night for Neil Brown.
Okay, fans, we're down here at Neil Brown. Neil, I don't understand something here. I was told that you can't win at MOTORDROME unless you got one of them crate motors, but when I looked at that thing earlier tonight, it said Jack 10 on it.
It does say Jack 10 on it. We struggled all year long with that truck arm car and couldn't make it work and blamed it on the engine and decided to buy a Port City, and luckily Sprout also wanted to sell his because that's what we know what to work with. And I got to give all the credit to my crew. We come here last week for the 150. Never had the race car on a track and got tore up a little bit in the beginning, still finished 5th. And they went home and tweaked on it just a little bit after we straightened up what we bent last week, and it was pretty racy tonight.
You know, you look fast right off the get-go. Dow and I sit up top and we watched the last hot lap session together, and we both said, boy, because we've heard that you can't win without that crate motor. We said Neil must have put that crate motor in there, but that definitely wasn't the case, and you were fast right out of the box.
You know, Jack Tan, he builds a great motor. I can't say enough for him. He's 74 years old, and I don't know how much longer he's going to build our engine. So, but I got 4 of them. I got to try to use them up.
You know, one of your crew guys said to me as I came up, he says, you know, I think it's true down here is you don't win with motor, you win with chassis.
That's true. This is a tough racetrack. I have problems here. I can go to Jennerstown and be real competitive. I come down here and it seems like we struggle, but we finish in the top 5, but we just can't get to winner's circle very often.
Well, it's the 3rd time you're in the winner's circle this year. Let's talk about the sponsors and the guys you need to thank.
I'd like to thank all my crew. They do a great job, and without them I wouldn't be here. I'd like to thank Frank Fior, Coors Light. They're just a great sponsor. I'd like to thank Hensel Brothers tonight for sponsoring this race, and most of all I'd like to thank all the fans, because without them we wouldn't be here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 3rd win of the night for Neil Brown.
Folks, once we get done with Victory Lane, what we're going to do is we'll bring all the race cars out onto the Speedway.
I still wake up fighting me. And where this road I'm heading down my lead, I guess that's just the cowboy in me. The urge to run, the restlessness, the heart of stone I sometimes get, the things I've done for food.
Street Stocks 30 lap special. Travis Hill will be the honorary starter tonight. Lights are out. We are ready to resume the racing program. We appreciate your patience. Travis Hill, representing Subway, going to wave the magic flag. Send our street stalkers on the way here on Henschel & Sons Auto Parts Night, and the green is out. Mark Boom Boom Bloom Bloom in the 40 from the pole takes the lead. Don Blank Jr. in the 45 and Todd Knight in the 70. A little altercation going to that third turn. Everyone's still racing, but Todd Knight finds himself way in the back of the field. Remember, he and Frank Turek share the points lead coming into the night. They're now running both outside the top 10, the 5 and the 70. Bloom in front, Vince Cater second, Bill Ashton third, Rich Nicola's up to fourth. And Tom Knight Sr. in the 71 is fifth. He and Robin Rimmel some close racing down the front stretch. Rimmel in the 22 moving up into the top 5. Not far behind him comes the 5 of Frank Turek and the 70 of Todd Knight. Rimmel was the winner last year in the Subway Street Stock 30. He's running 5th right now. It's still Boom Boom Bloom in front, Vince Cater second, Bill Ashton third, and your Subway Street Stock Challenge contestant Rich Nicola trying to move into third in the 34. Rich is up to third. He's hungry tonight. Frank Turek moves to 5th in the number 5. Todd Knight coming right along with Turek, trying to pass Robin Rimmel for 6th. Now Rich Nicola to the inside of Vince Cater, trying to catch up with his teammate Boom Boom Bloom. The Bobby's Lounge Dare Transportation Ola Tower View 34. Trying to overhaul the Skips Auto 4 of Vince Cater. They'll make the pass for second. The Bobby's Lounge Dare Transportation All Pro Embroidery 40 of Boom Boom Bloom still in front. Nicola clear to the low side, trying to take the lead away. Turek in the 5, trying to pass the Fike Chevrolet 35 of Bill Ashton. Mark Boom Boom Bloom trying to hold off Rich Nicola. Now Frank Turek in the 5, who started 12th. The 3rd as Nicola takes the lead, completing lap number 11. Turek now to the inside of Bloom, trying to move into second, and Todd Knight is right behind Turek. Even to the halfway mark yet. 10 extra laps tonight. We'll see what that if that has plays any role late in this one. Tire wear. Todd Knight, who got shuffled clear toward the back early in the race, is back up to 3rd, right behind Turek. Bloom, the early leader, is now 4th. Robin Rimmel in the 22, passing the 4 Vince Cater, and returns to the top 5. Rimmel now, the 22 up to 4th. 13, Chris Fergona spinning to the inside of turn 3. The caution is out. Challenge contestant is your leader. If he wins the feature, all of you here with adult tickets tonight will get a free 6-inch meatball sub at participating Subway locations between now and next Friday. Rich has got a couple of wins. He's got a couple of fast cars on his tail too, in the 5 of Frank Turek and the 70 of Todd Knight. Look out, 45, Donnie Blank skating out toward the wall. Now Todd Knight will try the inside of Frank Turek for second. Halfway. Turek sideways off of 4, and Knight makes the pass for second. Here comes Robin Rimmel to the low side of Turek, trying to take over third. Started out toward the front, got shuffled to the back, and now trying to get clear to the front in the 70. Stan's transmission 70 wheel-to-wheel with Rich Nicola. Not only trying to take the lead, but trying to steal your 6-inch meatball sub. Todd will exit the 4th turn with the lead. For third continues. 5 Turek and 22 Rimmel wheel to wheel. Ashton is 5th in a 35. Has changed his tire and is rejoining the field in the number 40 car, several laps down. 9 more laps to go. The 40 of Bloom, Rich Nicola trying to keep pace with the leader. Todd Knight win here would also put him back into the points lead. He and Frank Turek again sharing first place in the point standings coming into the night. Turek running third. collect his 4th win of the season and match Frank Turek in the win column and take over the points lead in the process. Todd won opening day. He also has a feature win in May. And one in June. So April, May, and June, he's visited victory lane, trying to keep that string alive here in July. One more lap to go. Stands Transmissions, TVK Enterprises number 70. TJK Enterprises 70. His 4th win of the year. It takes the Subway Street Stock 30. Todd Knight, Rich Nicola 2nd. Frank Turek 3rd, Robin Rimmel 4th, and Bill Ashton 5th in the 35 car. Chalk Hill, Connellsville, 2 in Greensburg. Harrison City, Jeanette, Monroeville, Mount Pleasant, Murraysville, Ohio River Boulevard, Penn Hills, Perryopolis, Rostraver, 3 in Uniontown and the Uniontown Mall. Almost had a Subway Street Stock Challenge winner tonight, not quite, but Rich Nicola came home 2nd. Good job for Rich again this evening. Todd Knight started up here the front, went toward the back, and came back to the front. How about a nice hand for Todd Knight?
Okay, fans, we're down to a Todd Knight 4th win of the year, but it didn't start out as exactly how you wanted, did it?
No, we put a new tire on before the feature, and it made me a little loose going in, and I ended up hitting blank and got him a little sideways. I hit him a 2nd time, and hope he's good.
Yeah, like I said, but at that point it seemed to just settle down. The yellow helped, but you were right up there battling anyway. You had run everybody else back down.
I started running the car a little easier in. That way the car wasn't so loose in the middle and off, and I ended up gaining ground on it.
Todd, you want a 6-foot hoagie over here, buddy.
Well, that's good. I'm hungry.
You got a lot. We're going to let the Subway people get in here. Let's talk about the sponsors and the guys that help you out.
I want to thank my dad. My brother helps out a lot, my wife, my uncle, his wife. Sponsors, main one is Stan's Transmission, Bobby's Lounge, Carloy Tire and Automotive, TJK Enterprise, Racing Fans, Bishop Asphalt. I have to say that's about it, and I want to thank fans for coming out tonight. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Subway 30, 4th win of the year for Todd Knight.
down the back straightaway. Mike Bacalon makes it 3 wide out on the inside. Well, they made it through 3 and 4 so far. It's George Pinicola in front, Mike Bacalon second. Jim Nicola, then Paul Urso in the 37. 45, Bernie McQuillan is 5th. Bobby Bentz moving to 6th. Nicola, Mike Bacalon, Jim Nicola, Paul Urso, now Bobby Bentz 5th in the 60. Right on the heels of Paul Urso now. Urso 4th, Bentz 5th. 3rd is Jim Nicola, 2nd Mike Bacalon, and Georgie Nicola, or George P. Nicola, maintains that lead. Bentz to the low side, passing Urso for 4th. Rosada Auto Service stands transmission 60 up to 4th. Halfway, 10 more laps to go. Georgie Nicola had to burp the throttle a little bit over there in turn 2 to lap the 49 of Jim Webb, and Mike Bacalon has closed in a hurry. Clear racetrack now for the leader. Staying right on the bumper of Nicola. Points leader Jim Nicola is 3rd. Bobby Bentz 4th and Paul Urso 5th. Matt Smith 6th. Bernie McQuillan 7th. Gary Scott 8th. George T. Nicola 9th, and Matt Penine at 32 runs 10th. Bacalon taking a look to the middle side of the racetrack, trying to get to the outside of Nicola. 6 more laps. 7th and 8th. They're double file in turns 1 and 2. Mike Bacalon continues to hound Georgie Nicola. Nicola trying to win his 2nd of the season. Bacalon looking for win number 3. So Matt Smith, Bernie McQuillan, and Gary Scott continue that battle down the back straightaway. Smith now edging ahead of Urso and making the pass for 5th in the Nuclear Banana, the 31. 2 laps to go. Mike Bacalon tries the outside in 1 and 2. He's got some momentum as they head down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Lap traffic ahead for your leaders. Into 4. 1 more lap to go. Nicola a little better in 3 and 4. Bacalon appears to have the upper hand in 1 and 2. At least the last lap he did on the outside. Now lap traffic's there. They're single file. Bacalon pulling right up on Nicola's tail again. Going to give him a run here into 3 and 4. We'll follow him in. See what happens coming off. The checkered flag is out for Georgie Nicola. Mike Bacalon 2nd. Jim Nicola 3rd. Bobby Vance 4th. And Gary Scott rallies late to get 5th. Sheets modified. 2nd win of the year. How about a nice hand for Georgie Nicola?
Okay, fans are down there at Georgie Nicola. Georgie, you know, you started up front, but Mike Bacalon, the last 5 laps was all over you.
Yeah, I can feel him breathing back here. I give him credit for giving me a clean race.
Yeah, he looked high, he looked low, but he just couldn't. You had that 97 car, I think, parked right where he needed to be.
Yeah, whenever you're out front, it's a pretty nice, clean racetrack. And I seen Mikey on the high side when we caught that lap traffic, and then I was just hoping that it worked out at the end.
Yeah, I have a question. You and your dad's been racing down here now in this Division 2. If it's you and him going for the lead, do you bump him to win?
I never bumped my Uncle Jimmy, so I don't know if I'd bump my dad or not.
Yeah, but you can go ahead and bump him for me. Let's talk about sponsors and the guys that help you out.
First, I'd like to thank the guys that helped me out is my dad, Uncle Jim, Joe Nicola, John Lawton. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Cox Transmission, PJ Smoke Shop, Edlin Automotive, Stellar Generator, Jackson Welding Supply, Ken's Tire, and I'd like to thank the fans for coming out.
Anybody else?
I think that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight, George Nicola!
With the Charger 15-lap feature. Green is out. Uh-oh, Jim Stokes in the 95. Hold on, Jim. Hold on, Jim. Expected. Mike Lemley opening an early lead. John Castor in the 3 second, 1 Tracy Keller 3rd, 17 Dave McManus 4th, and Chantel Germack in the 24 5th. In the 17 and Tracy Keller in the 1, side by side for the 3rd spot. laps, makes the pass. Germack moves to 4th in the 24. Mark. We've got 6 laps to go this time by Mike Lemley. The Sechrist U-Pull at Bob Costle's U-Pull at Checkered Flag Sports Bar 4. Rolling along, trying to pick up win number 6 on the season. Good race behind him. John Castor still 2nd, Dave McManus 3rd, and Chantel Germack 4th, with Tracy Keller a close 5th. More laps. Now goes to the outside of the 3 of John Castor, but thinks better of it going into the first turn as they lap the 78 of Mike Holt. Two laps to the finish. Bob Ship's come a long way too. He started last. It's gone non-stop. He's 6th and closing in on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place cars there in turn 3. We've got a lap to go. Oh, close to the wall. A couple of those 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place cars, they came off of 4. Started up front tonight, and it's been tough to beat, even when he's starting in the back of the field. So putting him on the pole, he was the favorite coming in, and he'll lead all 15 laps. Mike Lemley picks up a win number 6 in the Chargers. Castor 2nd, McManus 3rd, Germack 4th, and Tracy Keller just edging Bob Ship for 5th. His 6 wins this season.
Thank you. No, you're welcome.
Okay, fans are down here at Mike Lemley. And Mike, you started up on the pole. You've got the most wins this year in this division. Did you feel like a bully?
A little bit, you know, you're always cheating when you're winning, so, but we're having a good year. It's awesome. I mean, we're going to take it while it's there, you know what I mean? You never know what might happen next week, you know?
Well, I think it's very true on why you're winning, and as you say, you win that many, and automatically, you know, you could lose every race for 3 years, but you win 4 or 5 in a row, and you're cheating. That's just the way racing is, and that's going to happen.
Yeah, I guess we probably called cheaters last year. Curtis Stewart, I think, was a cheater, if he's listening. But no, that's what everybody said. Everybody says, you know, you get parts from Curtis, you know, you're a cheater now. But I don't know. We put a lot of time in this car this year.
I just want you to know, you've won so much. Sprout and the crew don't even get off the truck anymore. They just wave to you now.
Well, that's my trailer. He don't know it yet.
Let's talk about the sponsors and the guys that help you out.
I got Seekers, you pull it. Bob Costles, you pull it. Westside Lube and Tire, Checker Flag Sports Bar, Audi Racing Engines. I got to thank my wife, my dad, Sprout, Big Bob, all the crew up there. Give a big. And I got to thank the fans. I mean, it was kind of neat getting to come down on the track, let the little kids sign everything. And I think the kids enjoyed it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 6th win of the year for Mike Lemley.
I like to. There they go. The horn's working. You can't race without a horn in the American Flyers. Horns and a brake light. Green is out. Michael Exick in the 24-year leader. Daniel Angelicchio in the 14 and Bill Oldham in the 5 battle for second. Gene Greco in the 22 is 4th. William Bone in the 6 is 5th. Uh-oh, 3 wide into the first turn. Oh, baby, Michael Exick spins out. He's still going. It's Bill Oldham in front, Daniel Angelicchio second, Gene Greco third. William Bone is 4th, Dan Jordan in the 32 5th. Gene Greco now trying to pass Daniel Angelicchio for second. Greco to second. Greco almost spins, but he saves it. One more lap. Bill Oldham looking for his second win. The Westside Lube and Tire. Turix Heating and Air Conditioning number 5. And now Daniel Angelicchio passing Gene Greco for second. Off of 4, it's going to be Bill Oldham winning for the second time. Angelicchio second, Greco third. Dan Jordan 4th and William Bone 5th. Show and the driver autograph session. We appreciate your patience. Still get you out of here at a reasonable hour. Remember, next week, Demo Derby after the races. 2 weeks from tonight will be the Napa 200 for the Falcones Dodge late models. Please take your time exiting the Speedway. Have a safe trip home. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next Friday. How about a nice hand, folks, for your winner, Bill Oldham.
Okay, fans, we're down there at Bill Oldham, and Bill, this looks like a lot of fun to do. I see Red's got one of these cars out there. He's gonna, it's for sale if anybody's interested in racing here, and just looks like a lot of fun.
It's fun, but it was a little disappointing we didn't get our hot laps tonight. Yeah.
Well, you know, you're a racer. That's right. You guys need your hot laps. But I have it on good authority. I think there's supposed to be 2 more here next week. If we get 10, they're going to up the laps to 7.
That'd be great. Hopefully.
So hopefully we can build this thing and start to go. It's starting to take off now. I know there's Bobby Costle's getting everybody lots of cars.
Yeah, we need some people. We need some laps. 5 laps just ain't enough for most of these guys.
But when you win, it's always plenty.
Yeah, it's plenty.
Danny Angelicchio finished second. He probably don't think there's enough laps, but
And I was happy there was 5 tonight.
let's talk about the sponsors and the guys that help you out.
Costle's, You Pull It, Westside Lube and Tire, Frank Torch, Heating and Plumbing, friends, family, the fans for coming and staying and watch us race. We appreciate it and thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 2 wins on the year for Bill Oldham.